Hey everybody, it's Dan here with Spark, and today I'm going to be showing you how to get your podcast started at home with what you have. So, getting started at home is actually pretty easy. The only things that you're going to need is 1, a computer, and 2, a microphone. Now you might be saying, what the heck, I don't have a microphone, how am I going to do this? Well, what if I told you you did? In fact, pretty much everyone has a microphone on them now, and that microphone just so happens to be your cell phone. Almost all cell phones these days have voice recording apps on them, and they're shockingly very, very good for what they are. In fact, that's what you're listening to right now, is the audio coming right off of my phone right here. Now let's switch back to this mic and see if you can really tell the difference. I mean, you will be able to tell the difference, but you'll be able to see that this can really stand up against this. If you're going to be using your cell phone to record your audio, or any microphone really, here's some tips that will help you get good audio quality. My first tip, keep the microphone at a constant distance away from you. There's nothing worse than having audio go from way too far away, then all of a sudden you're crisp and clear again. My next tip is to try to find an area that has the least amount of noise surrounding it. Yeah, this ain't it, Chief. So you found the room that you want to record in. Now you might notice that there's a little bit of echo or a little bit of natural reverb in the room. Well, there's a pretty easy way to cut that down. Now, for example, in my room, how I cut that down, I threw blankets on the floor, I have foam paneling on the walls, and I have a blanket on my desk. That's making it so the sound isn't bouncing all over the place, causing that reverb or echo effect. Now, try that and you could get some really good results. So we just recorded our audio, and the next step is to hit upload and get it out there, right? Well, not necessarily. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take the audio that you just recorded and pull it into a DAW, or a digital audio workstation. Now, once we're in this program, we're going to level out the audio, compress it, and equalize it so it sounds perfect for being on the air. There are a ton of great DAWs to work with. Now, if you're on a Mac, for example, every Mac comes with one, and that's GarageBand. It's a fantastic program for free. If you're on PC, though, feel free to check out a program called Reverb. It has a lot of the presets, functions, and capabilities of a lot of the professional DAWs out there, and it will let you edit your audio so you can get this up and out there. But today I'm going to be working with Adobe Audition, so let's hop into that. Now, once we're in our DAW, feel free to drag your audio in. Now, once your audio is in there and it's kind of chopped up and cut up how you like, now you're going to want to equalize and compress it. Now, there's tons and tons and tons of tutorials out there how to equalize and compress, so I'm not going to go too in-depth in that today, but if you look some up, learn how to do a little bit of it, it definitely would help your quality go up a ton. Now that you have the audio cut and compressed, we're ready to get it out there and out of our DAW and into wherever you want to upload it. So there's a couple different ways we could do this. You have the options of really outputting your audio in a WAV format or an MP3 format. Personally, I like to do WAV formats. That's because it's a lossless file type, so it has the best sounding quality. But if you want a smaller file size, feel free to go with MP3. It's not going to be as high quality as WAV, but unless you're really nitpicking, you're really not going to tell too big of a difference. Now, getting the audio out of the program looks a little different from program to program. For example, on Adobe here that I'm using, it's just under Export. But say you're under GarageBand or Cubase or something like that, it's going to be under Bounce. So feel free to navigate to wherever Bounce or Export is, select that, choose WAV or MP3 format, hit OK, and you're good to go. So that right there is the basics on how to get started at a podcast at home. Now, if you have any questions, just feel free to reach out and we'll try to answer them for you. But on that note, I'm Dan, and I'll catch you next time.